Hi all, today we are going to discuss the mock test paper of paper 3 Business Mathematics series March 2021. Today we are going to discuss the area Business Mathematics, that means the first 40 questions. Okay, so first one, two numbers are in the ratio 7:8. Two numbers are in the ratio 7:8. If 3 is added to each of them, their ratio will become 8:9. Find the numbers. So given that two numbers are in the ratio 7:8. So that means according to the properties of the ratio, we can multiply or divide both the numbers of the ratio with the same non-zero number. That means 7x:8x be the ratio. Ratio means 7x divided by 8x. If 3 is added to each of them, 7x plus 3, 8x plus 3, then the ratio becomes 8/9. Okay. So that means if we are cross multiplying, 9 into 7x plus 3 is equal to 8 into 8x plus 3. So that means 63x plus 27 is equal to 64x plus 24. Okay, so that means we can write 63x to the RHS, that means 64x minus 63x, then 27 minus 24 is equal to 64x minus 63x. So that means x is equal to 3. Therefore, okay, the original ratio is 7x and 8x. Original numbers are 7x. 7x means 7x is equal to 7 into 3, 21. 8x means 8 into 3, 24. Therefore, the answer will be C. Then, next question, second question. Which of the numbers are not in proportion? Okay, so 4 choices are given. So, we know that 4 numbers are said to be in proportion. Said to be in proportion if product of extremes is equal to product of means. Okay, so in the given scenario, 6 and 7 be the extreme terms, 8 and 5 be the middle terms or means. Okay, for the other choices also, 7 and 6 will be the extreme terms, 3 and 14 will be the mean terms. Okay, so in the first scenario, we know that 6 into 7, 42, not equal to 40. 8 into 5. Therefore, the numbers which are not in proportion will be the first choice. Okay. 6, 8, 5, 7 are not in proportion. Then third question, important question. If x square plus y square equal to 7x, then log of 1/3 into x plus y is equal to. Okay. Find the value of log of 1/3 x plus y is equal to. Okay, so we know that x plus y the whole square is equal to x square plus 2xy plus y square. Okay. So that means it can be written as x square plus y square plus 2xy. So we know that from the question it is given that x square plus y square is equal to 7xy. If we add 2xy, then we have to add 2xy to the RHS also, 7xy plus 2xy. So that means x plus y the whole square is equal to 9xy. X plus y the whole square is equal to 9xy. Okay, so we want to get the log of 1/3 into x plus y. Okay, so x plus y is equal to root of x plus y the whole square. So So that means x plus y is equal to a root of 9xy. Okay. So a root of 9 will be x plus y equal to 3. Then the root of xy equal to root xy. Okay. So we can substitute the value of x plus y. So we have to find out the value of log of 1 by 3 into x plus y. Okay. We get the value of x plus y as 3 root of xy. Log 1 by 3 into 3 root xy. 3 get cancelled. Therefore, we get it as log xy the whole raised to 1 by 2. Root of xy means the whole raised to 1 by 2. Okay. Properties of indices. Applying the property of indices, root of xy can be written as, so as per the property of log, this can be written as 1 by 2 log of xy. Okay. So again it can be written as 1 by 2 into log of xy can be written as log x plus log y. Okay. Therefore the answer will be log 1 by 2 into log x plus log y. Okay. Answer will be B. Then fourth one, find the value of 2 raised to n plus 2 raised to n minus 1 divided by 2 raised to n plus 1 minus 2 raised to n. 4 terms are there. The least of 4 we can take it as common. That means 2 raised to n minus 1 we can take common. That implies 2 plus 1 divided by denominator also taking 2 raised to n minus 1 as common. 2 raised to n minus 1. 2 square minus 2. Okay. 2 raised to n minus 1 get cancelled, is equal to 3 divided by 4 minus 2 equal to 3 divided by 2. 3 divided by 2. Answer will be B. Then fifth question, 3 raised to x is equal to 5 raised to y is equal to 75 raised to z. So then choices are given, x plus y minus z equal to 0. Then 1 by 2 by x plus 1 by y is equal to 1 by z. Then 1 by x plus 2 by y. Okay. Then if 3 unknowns, we don't know x, y and z. 3 unknowns are said to be equal. We can equate the unknowns to a constant k. So equal to k, that implies each and every term is equal to k. 3 raised to x equal to k, that implies 3 equal k raised to 1 by x. So using properties of indices, we can write 3 raised to x equal to k, that implies 3 equal to k raised to 1 by x. Then 5 raised to x equal to k, that implies 5 equal to k raised to 1, 5 raised to y. K raised to 1 by y, equation 2. Then 75 raised to z equal to k, that implies 75 is equal to k raised to 1 by z, equation 3. Okay. Then we know that 75 is equal to 3 into 5 square, that means 5 into 5. So that means taking RHS, k raised to 1 by z is equal to 3 means k raised to 1 by x into k raised to 1 by y the whole square. So that means k raised to 1 by z is equal to k raised to 1 by x into k raised to 2 by y. K raised to 2 by y. So that means k raised to 1 by z is equal to k raised to 1 by x plus 2 by y. So using properties of indices, then that implies 1 by z is equal to 1 by x plus 2 by y. 1 by x plus 2 by y. So that means choice C. 1 by x plus 2 by y is equal to 1 by z. Choice C will be the right answer. Then next question. Sixth one, find the value of root 6 plus root 6 plus root 6 plus up to infinity. Let root 6 plus infinity equal to x. Squaring both sides. We will get, so first root will be cancelled. That means 1 6 plus root 6 plus up to infinity. So this term will be equal to x. That means only 1 6 is gone from the root. So that means 6 plus x is equal to x. Okay. So straight away we can substitute the values. Squaring both sides, 6 plus equal to x square. So straight away we can substitute the values. If we substitute 3, 6 minus 3 equal to 3, minus 3 square 9, then 2, 6 plus 2, 8, 2 square 4, 6, then substitute 3, 6 plus 3 is equal to 9, 3 square 9, that means we can, answer will be C. Okay. If we substitute the values, or we can write it like that, a square minus 6 minus x minus 6 equal to 0. So quadratic equation, we can solve the quadratic equation. So some minus 1 and product minus 3, x minus 3 into x plus 2 equal to 0. So that means x equal to 3 and x is equal to minus 2. X will not be minus 2. Therefore, x is equal to 3. X will not be minus 2 because the root of a positive number cannot be a negative quantity. Then seventh one, if the one root, okay, so a quadratic equation is given, x square minus 3x plus k equal to 0 is 2. One root of this quadratic equation is 2. That means if we substitute the value 2 in x, wherever there is 2x, we have to substitute the value 2. The equation has to be satisfied. Therefore, 2 square minus 3 into 2 plus k equal to 0. 4 minus 6 plus k equal to 0. Therefore, k is equal to 2. Answer C. Then, if the arithmetic mean between roots of a quadratic equation is 8 and the geometric mean between the roots is between them is 5, find the quadratic equation. We know that if roots are given, the quadratic equation can be constructed as x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equal to 0. Okay. Here the arithmetic mean between roots. Okay. Let alpha comma beta be the roots. That implies alpha plus beta divided by 2 is equal to 8. That implies alpha plus beta, sum of roots will be equal to 8 into 2 equal to 16. Then the geometric mean, that means a root of alpha beta is equal to 5. So that means alpha beta squaring 5 become 25. So therefore the quadratic equation will be x square minus sum 16x plus product 25 is equal to 0. X square minus 16x plus 25 is equal to 0. Okay. Answer will be B. The transpose of a column matrix. Column matrix means only one column and n number of rows. Okay. So let A, B, C, etc. So transpose means rows and columns are interchanged. So then we will get A, B, C, etc. That means we will get a row matrix. One row and n number of columns. Answer B. Then next one, A minus B, B, A minus A, B, B. We have to find the product of two matrix. This is a 2 by 2 matrix and this is a 2 by 2 matrix. Therefore, product is, we can find out the product. Therefore, product can be found out. First row, first column, product of first row. That means first row, first column A into minus A minus B into B. Then first row, second column, AB minus AB. Then second row, first column, minus AB plus AB. Then first row, second column, B square plus A square. So we will get minus A square minus B square. This term will become 0. This also becomes 0. This can be written as A square plus B square. Okay. So answer will be B. Then the next question, 5x minus 2x divided by 3 less than or equal to, we can take LCM, x minus 30 divided by 6. Okay. So cross multiplying, we will get 6 into 5 minus 2x divided by 3 less than or equal to x minus 30. 10 minus 2x less than or equal to 10 minus 4x less than or equal to x minus 30. So minus 30 to LHS become 10 plus 30, 40, less than or minus 4x to RHS, 5x. So that means can be divided by 5, 8 less than or equal to x. That means x greater than equal to 8. So is 8. Then on an average, experienced persons does 5 units, while a fresh one 3 units per daily. Employer how to maintain output at least. Okay. So let number of experienced persons be x and let number of fresh one be y. Okay. There are five units. One experienced person produce 5 units. There are x experienced, but that means 5x units will be produced by experienced person and 3y units will be produced by fresh person. The employer has to maintain output at least, that means minimum 30. We can produce more than that, that means greater than or equal to 30. 5x plus 3y greater than or equal to 30. Then next one, rupees 8,000 becomes 10,000 in 2 years at simple interest. The amount that will become 6875 in 3 years at the same rate of interest is. Okay. So that means amount of rupees 8,000 becomes 10,000. That means simple interest amount is 2,000. So simple interest from formula PIT. Okay. So that implies 2,000 is equal to 8,000 into I into 2. Okay. So I is equal to 2,000 divided by 16,000 is equal to 12.5 percentage. 12.5 percentage. So we have to find the amount that will becomes 6875 in 3 years at the same rate of interest. So amount that becomes, that means we have to find out the accumulated amounts. Formula for finding accumulated amount will be A is equal to the amount that will becomes 6875 is accumulated amount. 6875 for finding accumulated A is equal to P into 1 plus IT. Okay. So accumulated amount is 6,875. P is the amount. We have to find out the MP. 1 plus 0.125 into 3. 0.125 into 3 plus 1. 1.375 6875 divided by the answer will be 5000. So P is equal to 6875 divided by 1.375. The answer you will get as P is equal to 5000. Then next question. The difference between simple interest and compound interest on certain sum for 3 years at 5% per annum is rupees 228.75. Okay. So the compound interest on the sum for 2 years at 5% per annum is, okay. So we can find out we can use the formula for 3 years. So compound interest minus simple interest for 3 years is equal to P into I square into I plus 3. Okay. P into I square into I plus 3. So we know that the difference is 228.75 is equal to P into I square. P into I, we know that 5%, 0.05 the whole square into I plus 3, 0.05 plus 3. Okay. So P is equal to 228.75 divided by you will get P as 30,000. This will get at 0.007625 is equal to 30,000 . Okay. Then we have to find the compound interest for sum. Compound interest for the sum for the interest on the sum. So we get sum as 30,000 for 2 years at 5%. P into 1 plus I the whole raised to n minus 1. We know that 30,000 into 1 plus I the whole raised to 1.05 the whole raised to 2 minus 1. 1.05 into 1.05 minus 1 into 30,000 we get 3075. So compound interest will be 3075. Answer will be B. A sum of money doubles itself in 10 years. Number of years it would be triple itself. Okay. So we know from the choice it is given not compound interest, it will be simple interest. A sum will be double if years is given, then sum will be double if years is given equal to 10. Interest rate will be 10%. Okay. Then a sum will become n times in n minus 1 into 100 divided by I e8. Okay. So here sum will be triples, that means 3 times 3 minus 1 into 100 divided by 10. So we know that equal to 20 e8. 20 e8. Otherwise we have to compute, if we are computing normal way, we have to first of all find out the interest rate using direct method. So if a given question we know that it is simple interest, then a sum will be double. If year is given, then 100 divided by number of years will give the rate of interest. If interest is given, 100 divided by a rate will give the number of years. Then sum under simple interest, sum will become n times. We can use the formula n minus 1 into 100 divided by I. Using the formula, we can solve the answer as, we shall get the answer as 20 years. Okay. Then effective rate of interest E is equal to 1 plus I the whole raised to n minus 1. Okay. In the given question, effective rate equivalent to compounded monthly. Therefore, I is equal to 0.06 divided by 12. Okay. So that implies 1.005 the whole raised to 12 minus 1. 1.005 1. We will get 0.06167778. Okay. So into 100 we can get 6 point into 100, that means in percentage 6.167 can be written as 6.17 percentage. 6.17 percentage. Answer will be B. Then 17th question. A person borrows rupees 5,000 for 2 years at 4% simple interest. So, and he immediately lent to another person at 6.25 percentage. That means 6 and 1 by 4 percentage means 6.25 percentage. So first of all, 5,000 into 4 percentage into 2, we will get simple interest 400. He pays 400, but he get 5,000 into 6.25 percentage into 2. It will get us 625. That means get an excess amount of 225. Okay, so 225 in 2 years. But in the question, it is we have to find out the gain or in the transaction per year. So per year, you will get 225 divided by 2. That means 112.5. The answer will be A. So 225 also given in the choice. So read the question carefully before answer. So future value of an annuity ordinary, that means regular annuity or ordinary annuity, A is equal to NI is equal to A into 1 plus I the whole raised to N. ANI is equal to A into 1 plus I the whole raised to N minus 1 divided by I. Therefore, the answer is A. Then next question, cost of machinery is rupees 1,25,000. Useful life, estimated life is 20 years and the rate of depreciation of its cost is 10%. So the formula for finding scrap value is equal to T into 1 minus I the whole raised to N. Okay. So in the given question, 1,25,000, 1 minus 0.10 the whole raised to 20. In the question itself, it is given that 0.9 raised to 20 is equal to, so if it is the value is given in the question, therefore take the value given in the question. If not given, we have to compute the value. Okay, 0.12158 into 1 lakh 25,000. The answer will become 15,197. 15,197 will be the answer. Answer A. A person invests rupees 5,000 in a 3-year investment that pays 12% per annum. Calculate the future value of investment. Calculate future value. F is equal to P into 1 plus I the whole raised to N. So that means 5,000 into 1.12 the whole raised to 3. 1.12 into 5,000. The future value will be 7024.64. 7024.64. 7,024.64. Answer A. The company is considering the proposal of purchasing a machinery either by making a full payment of rupees 4,000 or by leasing it for 4 years at an annual rate of rupees 1,250. Which course of action is preferable? Okay, so that means there are two options. Okay. Purchase means right now is expending 4,000. That means 4,000 will be the present value. The another option will be leasing. That means taking a rent for every year. 4 years for every year. So 1,250, 1,250, 1,250, 1,250. That means annuity regular. Annuity regular. We have to find out the present value of annuity regular. V is equal to P into V is equal to A into PNI. In the question itself, it is given the present value factor PNI is given. So we have to find out the present value. 1,250 into 2.9137. 2.9137. 1250 into 2.9137 is equal to the present value of leasing option will be 3,642.125. So that means if you purchase today itself, we have to expend 4,000. So if we use the another option of leasing machinery, the present value will be only 3,642. So leasing option is preferable than purchase. Answer B. The next question. A bought a motorcycle costing 1,50,000 by making a down payment. So cost of motorcycle is 1,50,000. He is making a down payment of 50,000. That means the loan taken is only rupees 1,00,000. Agreeing to make annual payment for 5 years. So 1,00,000 will be loan taken today itself. That means present value. V is equal to A into PNI. PNI is given in the question directly. So 1,00,000 equal to A into 3.7908. Okay. So therefore A is equal to 1,00,000 divided by 3.7908. So answer will be 26,379.66. 26,379.656 can be rounded off to 66. Okay, so answer will be A. Then next question. S bought rupees 50 lakhs to buy a house. Borrows rupees 50 lakhs to buy a house. If he pays equal installment for 20 years at 10% interest on outstanding balance, what will be the equal annual installment? So he receives 50 lakhs today. So that means present value. So V is equal to A into PNI. So PNI is given is equal to A into 8.51356. So therefore A is equal to 50 lakhs divided by 8.51356. Therefore A will be 58,728. 58,000, sorry, 5,87,298. 5,87,298.38 can be rounded off to 4. The answer will be D. Then 24th question. How much money is to be invested every year so as to accumulate 3 lakh at the end of year 10? Okay. So accumulated at the end of after 10 years we have to accumulate rupees 3 lakhs. So accumulate at the end, that means future value at the end invest every year. That means we have to use the formula of future value of annuity regular. ANI is equal to A into 1 plus I the whole raised to n minus 1 divided by I. Okay. So we have to get 3 lakhs. A into, we know I, so in the question it is given that this figure is given, otherwise we have to compute A into 15.9374. Therefore A is equal to 3 lakh divided by 15.9374. So we will get the answer as 18,823.65. 18,823.65. So answer will be A. Choice A will be the answer. Then the number of triangles that can be formed by choosing vertices of set of 12 points, 7 of which are lie in the same straight line. Okay. So for constructing a triangle, we need 3 points. Okay. So out of 12 points, a combination of 3 can be written as 12C3, but out of 12, 7 of them are collinear or straight line. So that means we have to reduce the combination of 3 from that 7 points. Okay, so you will get 12 factorial divided by 9 factorial into 3 factorial minus 7 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 3 factorial. We will get this as 220 minus 35, 220 minus 35, 185. So answer, choice A. An examination, then next question. An examination paper consists of 12 questions divided into part A and B. So 12 question A, B. Part A contains 7 questions and part B contains 5 questions. A candidate attend 8 questions, selecting at least 3 from. So that means if we choose 3 questions from the first, that means 7C3, then and how to write 5 questions from the B option, part B. Okay. Then 7C4 into 5C4, 7C3 into 5C5, 5C, 7C5 into 5C3. So this become 35, this become 175, this become, we have to find using the formula of combination, this become 210. So total up to, so if you are adding or, that means plus 420 will be the answer. 420, choice D. In how many ways can the letter of the word failure? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 3, 5, 7. There are 4 odd places occupied. Okay. A, I, U, E, R vowels, remaining F, L, R are consonants. Okay. In the given question, there is a restrictions. Arranged so that, arrangement means permutation, so that the consonants may occupy only in odd position. There are 4 odd positions. there are three consonants can be arranged in 4p3 ways, and so remaining or 3 is over, remaining 4 position including vowels. There are 4 letters can be can be arranged in 4p4 ways. Okay. So that means 24 into 24, 576 will be the answer. Choice A will be the answer. Then this is the most important question for this mock test paper. Find the number of combination of the letters of the word college. Number of combination, not arrangement. So we have to find out the combination. Okay. The word college, COLLEE, then G. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different letters. 5 different letters. 5 different letters. We have to find 4-letter combination from the given letters of the word college. Okay. For that, we have 3 ways. Okay. First one, all are different. All letters are different. All are different. Okay. There are 1, 2, 3. So there are 2 L's, but 1 different letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different letters. We have to choose or combination of 4. We can done it in 5C4 ways. Then second scenario, 2 alike, 2 alike, 2 different, 2 alike, 2 different. Okay, so that means there are 2 alike categories. We have to choose one from this, one from that. That means 2C1. If we choose one from these 2, that means 2 letters. We have to find out the combination of 4 letters, 4 together. Okay, so 2 is over. Then if L is taken, then remaining different letters 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we can write. We have to choose 2 from the remaining 4. Okay, this is equal to 5. Then or means plus. This is equal to 12. Then third scenario will be 2 alike, and another 2 also alike. This can be, that means we are selecting 2 from these 2. That it can be done in 2C2 ways. That means 1. So total 5 plus 12 plus 1 is equal to 18. Choice A. So then if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and B is equal to 6, 7, 8, 9, cardinal number of A cross B. Okay. So n of A cross B, n of A is equal to 5, n of B is equal to 4. Therefore 5 into 4 will be 20, will be the cardinal number. Choice A. Number of subset. Okay. If a set contains n numbers, the total number of subset we can write 2 raised to n. So that in the given scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 raised to 8. 2 raised to 8 means 256 will be the number of subsets. Okay. So next question, very important. So in the given case, f of x equal to x square minus 4, then f of x. So f of 2 is equal to x square. That means 2 square. 4 minus 4 divided by 2 minus 2 equal to 0 by 0 is actually the answer. If the choice contains not defined, then answer will be not defined. But in the given scenario, it is not given. The choice not defined, not defined is not given. Therefore, we have a portion called limits and continuity for CPT. For foundation, it is not there in the syllabus. So there is limit. Limit extends to 2 f of x. Limit extends to 2 x square minus 4 divided by x minus 2. This can be written as limit extends to 2 x square, a square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. X minus 2 get cancelled. So f of x, f of 2 can be written as 2 plus 2, 4. So answer, actually the answer is not defined. If you using this property of limit, we can write it down as 4. Then next question. Find the sum of n terms of the series. So Sn is equal to 7 plus 77 plus 777 plus n terms. Sn is equal to, we can say, take 7 outside, 1 plus 11 plus 11, 1, 1, 1 n terms. Sn we can divide it by 9, then we can multiply by 9 throughout the terms in the bracket. 9 plus 99 plus 999 plus etc. n terms. Then Sn is equal to 7 by 9. We can write 9 as 10 minus 1 plus 99 as 10 square minus 1 plus 10 cube minus 1 plus etc. plus 10 raised to n minus 1. 10 raised to n minus 1. Therefore, Sn is equal to 7 by 9. Then we can take common terms. So 10 plus 10 square plus 10 cube plus etc. up to 10 raised to n minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 n times, that means minus n. Therefore, Sn is equal to 7 by 9 something minus n. Okay. These terms represent sum of n terms of a GP. 10, 10 square, 10 cube. We can take first term a as 10 and common ratio r as 10. Therefore, sum of n terms of GP if r greater than 1, so then formula will be a into r raised to n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. Using the formula, a is 10, 10 into 10 raised to n minus 1 divided by 10 minus 1. 10 minus 1 will be 9. So Sn is equal to 7 by 81. If we multiply using n, it will become 10 into 10 raised to n, 10 raised to n plus 1 minus 10 raised to n plus 1 minus 10. Then if you multiply 7 by 9 with minus n, minus 7n divided by 9. So therefore the answer will be 7 by 81 into 10 raised to n plus 1 minus 10 minus 7n divided by 9. Okay. So the next question, sum of n terms of AP, 3n square minus n and common difference. Okay. We can solve this using two methods. If common difference is given, then Sn is given, sum of n terms 3n square minus 1. So T1, first term, sum of one term, or this will be equal to first term, substitute 1, 3 into 1 square minus 1, the first term will be 2. Okay. So common difference is 6, then third term. We know that third term of AP, a plus 2d, 2 plus 2 into 6, 12 plus 2 equal to 14. 12 plus 2 is equal to 14. If d is not given, we have to choose the formula Tn is equal to Sn minus 1. Okay. So very important. If d is given, we are safe. First, we have to find out the first term, and we can simply find out the term that have to be found out in the question. Okay. Insert 4 AMs between 3 and 18. 3 and 18. So insert 4 AMs. 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then 18. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth term of AP. Insert 4 arithmetic means, that means given numbers are in AP. Then T6 is equal to A plus 5D. We know that. Is equal to 18. We know that. A is equal to 3. 3 plus 5D equal to 18. So 5D equal to 15. D is equal to 3. Therefore, we know that 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. Then 12, 15. 6, 9, 12, 15 will be the answer. So then sum of the squares of first n natural numbers. Sum of squares of first n natural numbers. First n natural numbers. We know that it can be written as sigma n square. We know the formula. N into 1 plus n into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. So choice A. Then A is given, B is given, C is given. We have to find out A minus C. Okay. A minus C means terms which are in A but not in C. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C contains 1, 3, 5. That means 2 and 4. 2 and 4. B are given that 2 and 4. So we know that A minus C goes B. First term should be from A minus C. Put it there. 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 2, 4, 4. So 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 2, 4, 4. 2, 2, 2, 4, 2. 2, 2. 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, then 4, 2, 4, 4. Choice will be D. Choice will be D. Then f of x equal to x raised to k. So f of x is equal to x raised to k. We know that f dash x can be written as k into x raised to k minus 1. F dash 1 is equal to k into 1 raised to k minus 1 equal to 0. So we know that any 1 raised to any number is always 1. That implies k is equal to 10. Answer choice A. So then parametric equation x is equal to 2t plus 5. That means with respect to t, differentiating dx by dt is equal to 2t become 2. Then y is equal to t square minus 2. dy by dt become 2t. Then we have to find dy by dx is equal to dy by dt into dt by dx. So that implies 2t into 1 by 2. 2 get cancelled. Answer is equal to t. Then next question, 39th one. So this can be solved directly using the property or the formula. Integral f dash x dx divided by f of x is equal to log f of x plus c. Okay. So that means the given question, the denominator can be written as x into x square plus x. If we differentiate, we will get d by dx of x square plus x 2x plus 1. That means f dash x, the derivative of denominator is present in the numerator. Then we can write log f of x plus c. F of x, we know that x square plus x. Therefore, the answer will be log x square plus x plus c. That means choice B. Then the next question, last question. Evaluate integral 0 to 2. So we know that the integration of x raised to 5 will be x raised to 6 divided by 6. Okay. So we can give 2 raised to 6 divided by 6 minus 0 raised to 6 divided by 6. Okay. 2 raised to 6 divided by 6. 2 raised to 6 64 divided by 6 can be written as 32 divided by 3. So therefore the choice will be A. Okay. These are the 40 questions of, and these are the answers of 40 questions of mock test paper series 1, March 21. Okay. So the remaining portion, the logical reasoning, that means remaining 20 question will be discussed in the next section. Okay, thank you.